Alrighty, guys, it is the second day of working on power plants for these rigs. Yesterday I worked on the, what I'm going to call the boat motor. That was planned to go in the Parisian for the drag racing portion of the event. It is nasty. We assumed that was a fresh build because there's a lot of signs that it's never been ran before, but it is plumb full of dirt. And in an attempt to pull the camshaft out to make sure that I didn't have a reverse rotation motor, which it appears I do, the camshaft has got scratches in it. The bearings are horrible, the cam bearings. I mean, it looks like somebody installed that camshaft with a jackhammer. It is bad shape. I'm not sure if it's been ran or not. At this point, it doesn't matter. I had a hard time finding any information on the camshaft. Literally, the only information I found was through AI, which is kind of crazy. It says it's a replacement camshaft for reverse rotation, but it also says it's for flat tappet. Mine's a roller, so I don't know what to believe. So with the scratches and everything in it, throwing it away, gonna get a new one. Called a machine shop locally to get this block cleaned. I'm gonna throw in a video right here. This thing is full of slime, and I don't know what this other stuff is. It kind of makes me think they had an oil cooler on it with rubber hoses, and the rubber was disintegrating and pumping through that motor. I'm not real sure. It looks like it's gritty, but to rub it in between your fingers, it doesn't feel like sand. It's not grit. It just falls apart. But I don't want that in the oil passages. So, machine shop, they're going to squeeze me in real quick. They are going to pull the cam bearings, clean the block, put new cam bearings in it, and get it back. I am debating on calling them back and see if they can't just redo the short block for me, make sure the bearings are all good, all that stuff, just so I don't have to mess with it. I'm running out of time. And then today, we're going to work on this truck motor. This is what I plan to put in the burnout truck. This motor is seized. I don't know how bad. I haven't even tried it. Bought it off a buddy, and this. If you guys missed the first video on this series, I did not plan on changing a motor in the burnout truck. This is my Hail Mary trying to get something together because I fired up the burnout truck 2 days ago and the motor was knocking. So, was not expecting to do a motor swap. I planned on taking that to a tuner, was my plans for the burnout truck, not changing the motor. So anyway, if it works out and I can save the cylinder walls in this, I assume that's why it's seized. It's supposedly seized from sitting. If I can save these cylinder walls, I'm going to throw a big camshaft in this, probably bone stock bottom end, so I won't be able to rev it very hard. But I've got a set of Dart aluminum heads. I think in one of the previous videos I said Brodex. I don't know why I said that. I don't have anything that's Brodex right now. Got a set of Dart heads, got a nice intake, and a 1050 Holley on it. That is the plan for the burnout truck. If I can get this block fixed, I don't know that the machine shop's going to bore it and all that stuff for me. And, I'm out of time. That's all there is. So, I'm going to throw you guys up on time lapse. Going to get this bad boy tore down. Once I get to where we can see some of the condition of it, I'll bring you guys back around. But for now, I'm going to throw you on time lapse, get this bad boy tore apart. Figured I'd bring you guys in here for this. This is a first for me. I've never had a Chevy or GM distributor get stuck like this. I've had them stuck on Fords, but this is a bit crazy. Let me see if I can get you in here. It wiggles. I don't know if you guys see that moving, but she is not coming out, and I'm not too worried about saving this distributor at this point. But man, that's concerning that this thing is a giant ball of rust on the inside. I don't know if you guys seen it. I did rotate it back and forth maybe a third of a rotation before it gets tight, which makes me think it's rust in a cylinder wall. But man, and yes, anybody that comments that hold down is completely back, out of the way, loose. It's not getting near it. But that dude is not letting go. I was thinking maybe I could get that intake loose and just take it up with the intake, but I can't even get that to happen. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what the answer is there. It moves at the base, but it will not. Come on. Like, I don't care if it breaks. I'm gonna knock the motor over. I don't get it. It won't rotate. I can't get a good pry on the back of the intake to try to take the intake up with it. Might have to get a smaller bar and pry or pound it in there and see what we get. We can drive a chisel in there, I reckon. Find a good starting spot. I don't think my chisel's quite sharp enough to get started. Let's see what else I can find. We found a Harbor Freight scraper. Let's see if we can junk it and get this intake off. I've got all the bolts, right? Yeah, all the bolts are out. Why? I don't get it. Good freaking grief. What in the world? Well, looks like I might have a gap setting for him. There she goes. Now maybe I get that chisel in there. What in the world? I don't get it. That's hitting the distributor there. Maybe I can get a pry bar in there now. Nope, not really. I hate beating on my pry bars. Oh, good grief. Well, the distributors had to move some for that intake to come up. Intake's loose now, it's just the distributor holding us back. I know what's going to happen. If I pry on that collar on that distributor, it's just going to break off. I can't get a bite on it. We'll blow this route then. Do with the double pry bar job. Why? Is that way? Get this one started. Try to. Oh man. Good grief. This thing, I bet's junk. I mean, it might be fixable, but I don't know if we're gonna get it fixed for this show at this point with this kind of crap going on. Can't get a good pry on this side with the big bar. Switch things up here a little bit. That confirms, though, that it's stuck on the camshaft or oil pump, maybe, and not the intake. Good grief. Starting to worry that we're messing with a boat anchor here for the time being. Oh! Good God! Seas right there. Look at all that gunk. I don't know if you guys, oh well, that's showing, but man, look at that. That lifter valley's probably plumb full of crap. Let's get apart and see what we got. Come on, boat anchor, get out of the way. Oh yeah. Well, let's take a look. It's not good. It is not good at all. Yep. Look at those ports. Yeah, look at the lobes on that cam down there. Oh, dang it. I'll tell you what. I'd say this motor sat outside for some time. Well, all I can do is keep tearing her apart. I'm gonna guess the cylinders are trashed, but we'll know here in a few minutes, I reckon. All right, I've got all the head bolts out of it, got the valve covers off. As you can see, we got rust and more rust and so then a little bit more rust. It is bad. Not too worried about the heads because I've got heads to go on this, but I don't know. I guess at this point I'm doing it for entertainment. I don't freaking know because I don't think I'm going to be able to get this stuff fixed in time to do anything with it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it is junk. Good grief. I'll pop the other side off and then we'll look at it together. That's actually way better. Still junk, but better. Oh, man. She's junk, boys. I mean, I'd have a hard time believing that those cylinders haven't froze and busted from the inside out. This one's the real bad one over here. But what is absolutely amazing is this thing turned over as far as it did. I don't know how it moved at all. Yeah. Not good. I don't even know what to say other than I'm foobarred. I don't have a motor. I got a motor, just got a junk one. Well, I've got one more big block. If you guys watched the RV revival video, I don't know if you call it a revival. I don't know. I got a free RV with a big block in it. After we got playing around with it, I probably over revved it, but it's got a real light noise in it that I believe is a bearing. But the problem is it's out at a property that's got 8-foot tall weeds all the way around it. And I don't want to fight those weeds. I don't want to go out there and pull all the crap off of that just to get that engine to have to do a whole bunch of work to it as well. I don't know. Really leaning towards throwing in the towel on the burnout truck and just try to get the other engine done and get the Caprice or Parisian, whatever you want to call it, get it done and just take it. I can technically drag race it plus do the burnout competition. I'd be okay with that. That might be where we're heading. Not where I want to be, but what do you do with that in 2 weeks? You know what I mean? I don't know what the answer is. Alrighty, guys. I think it's day 3, 4, I don't know, of this build. Waiting on parts to get here from Summit for our big block that's going in here. Got the block back. I'll give you a little bit of recap here because I'm not sure how much I've actually said, how much I've videoed. That big block that was going to put in this ended up being reverse rotation out of a boat. So we got a new cam, new oil pump, bearings, all that stuff. I took to the machine shop, had them clean up the block, clean all the oil passages because it had some kind of grit in it. I have no idea what the stuff was. I'll try to post some pictures here as we go. Got that all cleaned up. Shout out to McGonagall's machine in Muncie. They had an amazing turnaround time on that. They got it in, got it knocked out, and got it back to me in the same day. And he did tell me that is not typical, so don't go calling them expecting that to happen overnight. So I just got lucky with their scheduling. So anyway, waiting on parts to get here so we can put that together. We're going to go ahead and get the Anemic 305 out of here and get the motor training, everything out of here. Probably going to be kind of sitting in the water for a minute, so we might go ahead and work on getting a 9-inch put in this thing. I don't have anything that's set up for this car as far as a direct bolt in that's stronger. So if I'm going to fabricate, I might as well put a 9-inch in. I've got some good hog heads for those, but I think they're all 33 spline, and I don't have axles, nor is that in the budget for this hoopty. So Austin and I is going to knock out this drivetrain real quick. I'm going to throw you on time lapse. I like the time lapse. I don't know why. We're going to do something a little bit different that I've never done. We got us a cheap clock. I'm going to hang that up so you guys can keep an idea of, get an idea how quick we can do this. My goal is to have this motor transmission out in well under 2 hours. I don't know why it would take longer than that. That's the plan. We're going to get our tools set up over here on the table to where we can just knock this out. Yeah, let's get after it. yeah, there she is. Took us right an hour and a half. Not too bad. We got her out, and I called it a day for a minute. It was hot, and I'm fat, and I was hungry. So it's quite a bit later now. Took an extended lunch. She's out. I'm not going to record it. Pretty boring stuff to watch. I'm going to get rid of that heater box. Getting rid of the inner fender wells, all that stuff. I got to make a battery tray at some point. This one's rotted out. Imagine that, right? So I tried saving. I don't know how much it showed. I tried saving that AC condenser, stuff like that. I always try to save when it survived this long, even if I just throw it on eBay or give it away, whatever. I don't know. But the nuts were seized to the lines on it. I couldn't get it to come loose. So just been tremendous amount of time on it. So we did hack that apart. But everything else was an unbolt. Even the exhaust unbolted. Didn't hack on the wiring harness. We're going to reuse that. Trying to keep it simple, actually. So, but cruise control, all the smog stuff, that stuff's going away. Like I said, the inner fender wells are coming out. The only headers I have that have a remote chance and fitting is way overkill for this car. But it's a set of fender well headers. I think those are for a Tri-5 Chevy. I can't remember. I think I have 2 different sets of those. So going to use whatever set works the best and still allows for steering. It's what we got. It's what we're going to use. So get that done. And I think the next step is a rear end. And it looks like, I can't remember how much I talked about this earlier, so I apologize if I'm repeating myself. It looks like I'm going to end up fabbing up a 9-inch to throw in this. Not what I wanted to do, really. I'd like to find something to just bolt in and run. But gotta do what we gotta do. So I'm probably going to call this a wrap on this video. And I'm going to try to do shorter videos. I know this isn't the greatest video, but it does keep you guys up to date what's going on. I'm going to do shorter videos so I can keep them coming out and keep you guys up to date with what we're doing. So I'm calling that the anemic 305 is going to go in the corner for now. And I'll walk over here. I'll show you guys. I'm not sure that I've even showed this yet, but I'll walk over here, show you guys what the 454 that's going in here is all about. I think I've took some pictures, but I don't know that I've really videoed this, so I'll give you a look at what we're dealing with. Alrighty. So there's the block. Nothing special. It is a 4-bolt. There's a marine block. Gen 6 454, so it's a one-piece rear main seal. Not my favorite. They never put a one-piece rear main seal in a car, so all the oil pans are huge. I don't know how big of a nightmare it's going to be getting an oil pan to clear in that car. That is the oil pan off of this. It's out of a boat. As you can see, it's ginormous. It's not going to work. I ordered a new oil pump and pan from Rock Auto. They still haven't shipped them yet. It's been 2 days, and it still says that the label's created, but it hasn't moved. Not real happy about that, but what do you do? It says that it's going to be here Wednesday of next week, I think, which is literally 4 days before we leave. Anyway, there's the old reverse rotation camshaft. Got a new one coming from Summit. It's right around, I'd have to look again. I think it's around 530 lift, somewhere in that neighborhood. So not real big for a big block. Stock crank, stock rods, stock pistons, but they are a small dome. All that's going back in it. It has a good set of cast iron heads. I can't remember the numbers on these or the specs. It's a 1409703 casting number if you guys want to look that up and look those specs up. All OEM parts, really, other than the camshaft. Literally even going back with a single roller timing chain. I'm putting that one right back in it. It is a hydraulic roller camshaft motor from the factory, and we're just going right back with it. So decent motor. I have no idea what to expect out of this car for like ET times, you know what I'm saying? I haven't even been down a drag strip since I was a kid, so it's gonna be a trip down memory lane, so to speak. And here's a fun fact for you guys. I got my first unsafe start ticket in a Pontiac Parisian just like this one. So it's kind of ironic. The last time that I was going down a strip, I did own one of these cars. It wasn't in one of these cars, but we did terrorize this little town in one of these. And another fun fact of that car, I bought that car for $34 off of a friend of mine's mom because the starter was out when I got it. And I actually never did change the starter. I would just beat on it with a hammer. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Please follow along. If you guys haven't watched the first video about this rig, it's a much better video than this one. Go watch that. Go watch a couple of our videos. That really helps us out. Do all the YouTube stuff, like, follow, leave us a comment, all that good stuff. You know how it goes. So I'm going to try to get a couple more out before Duct Tape Drags actually starts in a couple weeks. Hopefully the next video, we'll be jamming a big block in this beast and maybe a rear end. We'll see. So thanks for watching, guys, and we'll catch you on the next one.